Hey, what's popping, y'all? Jalan here, coming back with another episode of the weekly recap. Today, currently, is April 15th, 2019, and it's going to be episode 67 of the weekly recap. Without further ado, let me get a drink of water, as usual. Charity water, baby. So grateful for this. Um, Nonetheless, let's get straight into it. What I did last week. Last week at work was pretty hectic week. We had two internal releases that came out. Basically, the developer and the whole team was in crunch mode. Pretty much the whole week, we all stayed super late, and we're trying to get this new feature into this release. And as a result of that, a, a lot of things weren't tested properly. Not properly, but not tested at all, because the developers were writing code and merging code faster than me and my partner can validate them and test them. So as a result of that, that kind of pushed us back and forced them to stay late, because we only had one day to test it, and we couldn't get things to work, and we let them know about that, and then they had to stay late, and we had to leave, and all the shenanigans. So I guess that's just part of the job that we signed up for, and sometimes you do have to post some late nights on those. But I think that's a challenge with working in a 2 week sprint. So nonetheless, that's not a decision I make. I just do the best I can to support my team in the best way that I can, and the rest will take care of itself. So switching gear to some of the things I learned, I actually been playing catch up on my podcast this past week. Listened to tons. Let me see. I'm browsing here. Listen to dropping out of school, and becoming an entrepreneur. Can you be friends with your exes by Jay Shetty, and then a whole bunch of other ones with Lewis's, because I am really behind on his podcast. I think some of the ones that I really loved are Can You Be Friends with Your Exes? Devon Franklin's Relationship, Love, and Lust, and also Power of Digital Detox with Carl Newport. I think all of them, like all three of them, I got incredible amount of values out of that, especially with the digital detox, with just evaluating how much time I'm spending on social media and on my phone. With the latest update, Apple update, they released this feature of screen time, and I was examining and analyzing that and seeing how much time I actually spend on social media. And as a result of that, I actually deleted Facebook on my phone and Facebook Messenger. And then I think, what else did I? Those are the main ones that I delete. That because I was spending a lot of time on there. It just it's not helping me. So and because of that, I think I'm gonna be able to get back the 20 or 30 hours that I spent on it on a weekly basis. No, I have 20 more hours to do the things I wanted to do. So, and it's not very good that I actually picked up Clash of Clan again. I've been spending a lot of time on that, so I don't know what I'm doing with that. And then the other podcasts, relationship, love, and lust, and just examining how to be the best version of who I am, and what can I bring to the table, and how can I bring the best out of my partnership, and how to love unconditionally, and how to learn how to love. And that's pretty much the theme of that podcast. It's just love can pretty much solve everything, but it has to be the right kind. So that's the podcast that those are some of the podcasts I listened to this past week that I thought were really, really valuable and worth listening to. And along the way, I've continued to read Mask of Masculinity, getting an incredible amount of values out of that as usual. So much stuff that I can relate to, that were described in the book, and the struggles and the challenges and some of the social norms and social pressure that the book describes as men that we go through when we're in our teenage years, and when we on our way to being an adult, and sports and things like that, and how we utilize those different masses to cover up some of the areas in our life that we don't want to touch on. So really, really loving it. Super getting tons of value out of that. Switching gear to some of the things I've done this past weekend. Started volleyball, officiating on Saturday. Love it. I don't know. Just want to be active and want to try something new. And volleyball is something fun to do. Like I mentioned before in my previous videos, I think my misconception about volleyball, thinking that it was only a girl sport. That's kind of like the mask of masculinity, the mask that I'm hiding behind, and the perceptions that I receive from my surroundings and the environment. So, but not going off a tangent, but I did do volleyball officially. It was really fun, helping out with the kids. So, and on Sunday, I did basketball officiating. Originally was only supposed to have 6 games, ended up doing 8 games, because I had to got called in to fill in a spot for one of the guys. So I think I got better this past week, even though I was only working at a lower level. I was able to work on a lot of my mechanics and try to get that as sharp as I can with my presentations, and really good seeing some of the hard work that I've put in this past couple weeks paying off, And what I learned is that just the number one thing with officiating is that you just have to, in anything that you do in life, is just you just have to show effort, and people do see that, when you show effort, when you show that you want to be there, you want to get better, you're doing the best you can. The spectators and the coaches will respect you more. So I'm getting really, really good at that. So, and I really love what it has brought to me in terms of my personal growth, being an official, and just growing in general and getting better. That's all I want to do. So pretty much that's all I want to touch on. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. Today was a fantastic Monday. Got a lot of work done at work, and I'm gonna be getting some more work done. Meaning before I go to bed tonight. So hope everybody had an awesome day, like I mentioned before, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.